Hello, everybody. I know I haven't uploaded in a bit, so yeah, we're here today. I'm uploading, and that's all you guys need to know. We're doing a mock draft here for the Seattle Seahawks. I don't think that this will be too rough or anything like that. It should actually be generally a little bit easier. I say that, but then when we get to our certain spots, it's gonna pretty much suck. So go ahead and start the draft right now. Carolina Panthers are on the clock. Go C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson off the board. Jalen Carter, Anthony Richardson. Very unlikely to go top five. If Will Anderson was here at the spot, it would definitely be him. As much as I don't like Tyree Wilson, I'm not as low on him as other people are. But I'd rather the player Lucas Van Ness, or I guess Miles Murphy's the only one I'd prefer. I think Van Ness comes right behind Tyree. I think Nolan Smith is a really good player. And at this spot, I know I can really upset some people with Devin Witherspoon here, but I really think it is in play. He's as close to a blue chip as you have left on the board. If you guys don't know what blue chip is, it's almost like a guaranteed talent. And I think Devin Witherspoon will only get better as his career goes on. He already has so many tools, and the things that he lacks are coachable. And I think that at number five, you would like a for sure player. I don't think that you want to miss, but you can't just deny the incredible athleticism slash size slash player from Tyree Wilson. At this spot, I mean, you have number 20 as well, where you can go ahead and take a shot on someone. But will that lead you to the same opportunities? I don't know. I think Devin Witherspoon for me right here, I'm actually leaning towards it. I'm just going to take Witherspoon. No second thoughts about it. Bryce Young falling down the board. Nothing I can really do about that. Will Levis actually goes before Bryce Young. A little interesting. We're about to pick up here Darnell Wright, Van Ness, and Deontay Banks goes actually right before us. And at this spot, I know you guys probably have seen this if you guys have seen my channel. Zay Flowers at this spot is just always so good. I think that to have a playmaker like Zay Flowers, he's not quite DS Gridge, right? But Zay Flowers, dude, if you put him on screens, if you put him in the slot with Lockett on the outside, DK on the outside, or if you want to switch them, there's just so many possibilities with the Seattle receiving room if you can get Zay Flowers, and I think that is very well in play here. O'Cyrus Torrence is the only other guy I'd consider. Around 37, we should have a chance at Drew Sanders, Hendon Hooker, Adetomiwa Adebawore if we're wanting to swing interior. So at the spot for me, it actually will be Zay Flowers. You just can't move my mind off that at 20. I don't think that there is a single chance that you can persuade me otherwise. You see Osiris Torrance just go off the board. Avila, Brzee off the board. Mozzie, Will McDonald, Cam Smith, Jalen Hyatt, Emmanuel Forbes, Keely, Ringo, BJ Ojolari. Leaves us up on the board again. And with Brian Branch falling, it is interesting. We do have Noah Fant and Will Dissly on roster, but I like Dalton Kincaid and Darnell Washington. John Muir Gibbs, we just don't need. We have Ken Walker. But at this spot, we are still without an edge rusher. With some of these guys down the board at 52, we can maybe get Derek Hall, Keon White, or Felix Ndike-Uzomah down the board. I like the Jack Campbell, Trenton Simpson, Drew Sanders are out. I like Hendon Hooker here, but I'm not going to take him. I'm going to go Drew Sanders. I think that just makes sense. Jordan Brooks is dealing with a severe injury right now. B-Wag's obviously probably back for 1 or 2 years. Drew Sanders is like a stand-up edge rusher slash inside linebacker hybrid. Probably could play off the ball. Drew Sanders is just a really good player, and I don't think you could pass talent like that at number 37. Kincaid then goes to John Michael Schmitz. I did want to swing towards interior player, and with Whippler off the board, that is annoying because I do want Whippler. Oh, dude, Cody Mock's still here? We might have to get an edge at, what edges are available? Oh, we might have to get an edge at 83 instead. Oh, I hate to do that, but Drew Sanders is like an edge hybrid, I guess. So at this spot, for me, it'll actually be Cody Mock. He's just way too good to be falling past 52. Can play all 5 spots. Just a really good player. Not equally as well. He can't play all 5 spots like great or anything like that, but he can still get the job done, right? At least. And I'm just a really big fan of Cody Mock. He's, I think, really athletic, if I remember correctly. Should be a really fun player in the league to watch and see how he develops as well, because that could also be a little interesting. We pick here at number 83, and we do have some options. Derek Hall remains on the board somehow, but so does Joe Tippmann. Who drops Joe Tippmann this far? But we just got Cody Mock. I'm going to take Derek Hall, and that will be the Seattle Seahawks draft. I'll go ahead and just recap it all for you guys once we're done. And we'll go ahead and recap all these picks. Devin Witherspoon here at number 5. Like I said, a blue chip talent. Obviously, you hope Will Anderson or Jalen Carter go to the spot. If not, I think your next option is Tyree Wilson in real life. But I just like the blue chip talent of Devin Witherspoon. He's probably the corner one in this class. Like I said, he's probably a for sure good player if you go about it the right way. You put him in the right spot. You keep coaching him. You keep believing in him. Probably won't be quite Jeff Okudah-esque if he falls off and isn't as good. I think he'll still be kind of better than that. But he's just got so many good intangibles, and the things that he might struggle with are definitely coachable. So Devin Witherspoon at 5, I think, is very well warranted. And then at number 20 was Zay Flowers. Already went over this one. A really dynamic receiver. I did take ahead of Jordan Addison, who was a good separator and whatnot. But Zay Flowers, for me, is just one of the better fits in this draft to the Seattle Seahawks. I think that, I just can't get my mind off of DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Zay Flowers, right? And even if you do want to play a different type of a role in the future, Zay Flowers can kind of maybe kick outside and kind of play that Tyler Lockett role if he can develop well into that, if you feel comfortable with that, or he just stays in the slot long term, you get another big body or outside boundary receiver to go play outside. I think that this is just a really solid pick. To this point, no edge, no defensive players, or I guess no defensive line or trench players off the board. I'm going to go 37. Drew Sanders, 17 picks after Zay Flowers. Drew Sanders will fly off the board here. All around great talent. Can play off the ball, like outside linebacker, inside linebacker. Can also play stand-up edge rusher. So Drew Sanders, a lot of versatility. Arkansas linebacker, former Alabama kid. Guy's insane. I think that he'll be turning out to be one of the top 20 players in this class when all said and done, maybe even the top 15 or 10. I think that I just think that it's really good value at 37. We moved down to 52. I think it's the same exact thing with Cody Mock. We got an interior guard, center, and tackle. He plays all three. I think he kicked out to tackle at the Senior Bowl and did really well there. Played a lot of guard and center at his career in NDSU. So I'm not quite sure all the positions that Cody Mock played and where and when he played them, but I know he has all 5 versatility. He could play right tackle, right guard, center, left guard, and left tackle. That is absolutely insane. And at 52, and he does them all pretty well. That's one thing to look at, too. Very coachable. I think he's athletic, if I do remember correctly, if he's the one I'm thinking of. And then move down to 83, where an edge rusher like Derek Hall falls. Just such an athlete, and I think at 83, that is tremendous talent. You don't obviously bank in Drew Sanders as a edge player. I don't think that he's quite that player. He's more of a stand-up, like, blitzer, and he's really good at it. But I think Derek Hall is a bona fide edge on the other side of maybe Boye Mafe in the future. Uchenna Nwosu is obviously really good, plays kind of a versatile role around that defense. I love this draft for the Seattle Seahawks, but the right things have to happen. Good things have to fall to them. I can see maybe going a edge here at 52, and then at 83 taking, Joe Tippmann or someone that falls as well. Interior, like if Whippler falls or anything like that. At 37, this could be an interior player. At 20, this could be Osiris Torrance. Just so many different ways that this could go. But I think that we did it all right. I think that this is good for now. I really like this amount of draft picks that we had in this first 3 rounds, and I think that you capitalized on them well if you are the Seahawks in this position. So all you Seahawk fans or anybody like that, NFC West people, like, oh, they got such good players, blah, blah, blah. That's how the board fell, all right? Piss off. See you later.